Now to President Donald Trump in Southern California today to tour the devastation zone created by the Palisades fire. Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass, some of the local leaders asking for the president's help. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo live for us in Pacific Palisades tonight. Tim.
And Mark, there were some concerns that this may be a contentious trip considering the political differences between all the major players involved, but it seemed to go amicably today because everyone has the same goal in mind. President Trump left Los Angeles confident he and Governor Gavin Newsom can work together to get Angelenos the federal disaster aid they so desperately need.
We just had a good talk. We're on the same team. We want to get it fixed.
The president's 3-hour visit to see what's left of Pacific Palisades began in Marine One, touring the devastation from above.
Nobody's ever probably seen anything like this. You could almost say since the Second World War.
Then a roundtable with city, county, and state leaders on what's next for the tens of thousands impacted by this fire. The president and Mayor Karen Bass had a brief back and forth about getting homeowners back to their properties sooner than later.
We want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
Those sitting at the round table, like Representative Judy Chu, understands homeowners' frustrations about how long the rebuilding timeline appears to be.
I think our government reps need to put their heads together to see how they can cut down on the amount of time it takes to get from one step to the other.
Earlier in the day, the president said federal disaster aid would only come to Los Angeles if the state implements voter ID and new water management policies. The second condition refuted by Representative Brad Sherman, who was also at the roundtable and said the president doesn't understand the state's water system.
We don't have a water shortage here in Los Angeles County at this time, and not having water come from Northern California down to Southern California had nothing to do with this fire.
Governor Newsom, who's often been criticized by Trump, met the president and first lady as they arrived at LAX, vowing to work together during crisis again.
You were there for us during COVID. I don't forget that, and I have all the expectations that we'll be able to work together to get this speedy recovery.
The president notably only visited the Palisades, even though the Eaton fire was deadlier with more homes lost. Sources say he didn't want to drain resources by visiting both places. County Supervisor Catherine Barger says the president told her he will be back out to visit Altadena.
My job is to follow up and make it happen, and based on the conversation I had, even on the sidebar, he's committed.
Those who lost everything hoping egos can be put aside to ensure politics doesn't prevent the much-needed federal funds from getting to L.A.
It's heartbreaking for all of us. We're not thinking of politics right now. We need to come together for our town.
As for that back and forth between the mayor and the president, the mayor's office later clarified that it is the federal government that determines the timeline for debris removal. So if the president wants to expedite the process, the mayor is hopeful that he could do just that. We're live tonight in Pacific Palisades. Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC 7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.